Once upon a time, there was a cat named Tom and a mouse named Jerry. They lived in a house together, and if you've seen the title of the video, you know that these two were not exactly friends. In fact, they hated each other and spent most of their time chasing each other. But one night, after a particularly fierce chase, Tom actually managed to corner Jerry. He had him right where he wanted him. And for the first time ever, Tom didn't feel like eating Jerry. Instead, he just sighed and looked at his milk bowl. It was empty. He was about to go get some more when he had a brilliant idea. Why not share it with Jerry? So Tom poured the milk into 2 separate bowls, keeping one for himself and offering the other to Jerry. Jerry was suspicious, but he couldn't help but notice how much this cat had changed. Was this a trick? Was this a prank? Or was this something else entirely? Either way, Jerry couldn't just keep running away from Tom forever. Maybe it was time to talk. So Jerry sat beside Tom, and they ate in silence. Now, this may not seem like a big deal to you, but let me tell you, these two had been fighting since the dawn of time. For them to sit together like this was unheard of. It was crazy. It was unbelievable. It was magical. But then Jerry started to feel sleepy. Could it be that eating this much milk was making him drowsy? Was this Tom's plan all along, to get Jerry to let his guard down, only to eat him in his sleep? Well, Jerry didn't think so. He actually liked this cat, even though he wouldn't admit it. And as the two of them curled up beside each other, Jerry realized something very important. Maybe this wasn't a truce. Maybe this was the start of a beautiful friendship. The next morning, however, it was back to the usual. Tom and Jarrett chasing each other around the house, playing pranks on each other, getting into all sorts of mischief. But deep down, they both knew they weren't enemies. They were best friends in disguise. And that, my little friends, is the story of Tom and Jerry's secret truce. Now, I know what you're thinking. You rethinking that this is a kid's show and how come the cat and the mouse are best friends? Well, let me tell you, it's not uncommon for cats and mice to become friends. There are plenty of examples of this online. Just search cat and mouse friendship on Google and have a look. You'll find all sorts of heartwarming stories and videos. So remember, even behind the biggest fights, there's often a hidden friendship, just like Tom and Jerry. The end.